Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today is Thursday, April 3rd, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't heard the movie, the premiere of You've Been Warned, tomorrow, Friday, April 4th, 2025, 5 o'clock p.m. Central Time. It will be dropping. I hope everybody watch it, share it, enjoy it. I enjoyed it. It's a short film, so I'm not stealing Spielberg, nobody like that. But it was wonderful. Coming from where I come from, and y'all watching my journey, y'all really will enjoy it. I think so. And the media guy, y'all about to be introduced to a very talented young man. And hopefully we got bigger and better things coming. So tomorrow, if the Lord's will and the creek don't rise, the much anticipated blockbuster smash of the year, You've Been Warned, starring Big Ward, will be dropping Friday, April 4th, 2025, 5 o'clock p.m. Get your popcorn ready. Thank y'all for all your support and for being with me from day one up until now. Thank y'all. Now let me get on to this video. Hold on.
She felt sorry for her. Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't even mad. I feel bad for the brown people who thought they were better than black people, who are now facing deportation. I feel bad for the white women who didn't realize they were the real DEI hires and were gonna lose their job. I feel bad for Columbia and Emory and Johns Hopkins losing $3, $4, and $800 million, but HBCUs ain't never had that kind of money. I feel bad for the Tesla dealerships that gotta close because they lost $900 billion since December because they forgot it ain't electricity, it's people that power this nation. I feel bad for them. A little bit. Until I remember the words of that black sister with cornrows. Until you do right by me, nothing you do is gonna work. I tried to feel bad.
So, ladies and gentlemen, me observing this false prophet right here, Dr. Jamal H. Bryant, and I'm seeing how well he living, preaching that false doctrine. And instead of, I was sitting around thinking, right? Back in my day, I consider myself a pretty good hustler too, right? I had game too. And as the saying go, game recognized game. So I recognize his game. I'm like, well, damn. Why should I sit around here and complain about what he doing when you can be doing what he doing? You see that Rolex he got on. You see all them people and the women love him. I can get all the women I want. And then I will be forgiven. All I gotta do is say, I plead, I'm just a man. As the old saying go, if you can't beat them, join them. So ladies and gentlemen, let me give y'all my sermon. Based on his sermon. He say who he feel bad for. He telling y'all who he feel bad for. Y'all hear it coming? Y'all feel me? It's rising up. Pastor Jamal H. Bryant. Dr. Jamal H. Bryant. He got the congregation all riled up telling you about who he feel bad for. Well, Big Ward, the genius. I'm not doctor, but I can play one on TV if y'all got a movie script for me. But Big Ward, the genius from YouTube. I got a message for you, Dr. Jamal H. Bryant. I feel bad for some people too. Let me tell you who I feel bad for. First of all, disclaimer. I don't play about God. I don't play with God. I don't disrespect God. This, what I'm doing right now, ain't got nothing to do with God. I ain't even talking about God. That is not a man of God. And if he was, I wouldn't dare disrespect him. He's not a man of God. I don't disrespect men of God, and I got the utmost respect for God, so let's get that understood. Just cause you believe he a man of God, it ain't my fault that you being deceived. That ain't my problem. That's your problem. If you believe he's a man of God, that ain't my problem. I respect and honor and appreciate men of God. I ran across a few throughout my life that helped me get to where I am now. So I've ran across some real men of God. I know him when I see him, and he ain't one. As the saying goes, players recognize players, hustlers recognize hustlers, game recognize game. I know game when I see it. Now, with that being said, to the true believers, y'all need to exit the building. To the true believers, well, nah, y'all can stay here. Because if you're a true believer, you know he ain't one. If you're a true person of God, woman, a man of God, if you are true, you know he ain't. Only the deceived believe that this man is a man of God. So with that being said, let me get on with who I feel bad for. Dr. Jamal Bryant, I feel bad for the people in your church that's still going to hell and being there every Sunday and don't know nothing about God because you ain't teaching them nothing about God because you don't know nothing about God. I feel bad for the people that put their last $2 that they said they wasn't going to lose. One for the jukebox, one for the bus, so they can hear them some blues. Let me say that again. I feel bad, Pastor Jamal Bryant, for the people that put their last $2 that they said they wasn't going to lose. One of them was for the bus fare. One was for the jukebox, because they were going to hear them some blues. But they put it in your pot and then get nothing in return. You want to get them a ride home. You pass right by them in your Rolls Royce and you act like you don't even see them. I feel bad, Pastor Jamal, Dr. Brown, whoever you are. Am I doing that right, ladies and gentlemen? How you feeling? Do you feel like giving today? Because I'm going to pass the pot around after this sermon. So you might as well be getting your pockets ready. And I'm going to leave the doors closed on y'all ass too. How's it going? Will I get them riled up? Huh? Well, let me keep going about who I feel bad about, who I feel bad for. I feel bad for people with no jobs and their bills due. That's who I feel bad for. I feel bad for people with jobs and still can't pay the bills. I feel bad for the people that just lost their home, about to lose their home, worried about losing their homes, don't know how they're going to pay for it, don't know where they're going to live. I feel bad. How's that? I feel bad for the people that just lost their car, for the people who hide in their car at their mama house so they won't lose their car, for the people that don't know they got GPS signals on the car so they're going to find it anyway, even if that's their mama house. How about that? I also feel bad for the people who done lost hope, feel like giving up, don't want to go on. They're afraid right now, Pastor Dr. Jamal Brown, whatever your name is, and they coming to where you at, and getting no hope, no understanding, nothing, Been in your church for years, huh? Don't know nothing about no God, huh? I ain't heard you preach nothing about salvation, huh? They talking about who you gonna vote for, huh? They talking about if you vote Republican, you a sellout, you a slave, you a spook, you Uncle Tom, huh? If you ain't a black Democrat, you a sellout, huh? And then again, huh, I feel bad, huh, for the people that came to your church looking for God, huh, looking for deliverance, huh, looking for some salvation, huh, looking for some hope, huh. How's that? And did get none of it. I feel bad, Pastor Jamal Bryant. I feel bad for all you people running around here following behind these false prophets. That's what I feel bad for. I feel bad for the people who are out here just trying to find their way and being taken advantage of by charlatans. I feel bad. I feel bad for the people who want to give up, don't know what else to do, doing the best they can. It ain't working. I feel bad for the people who have an anxiety attack right now, worried about how they're going to provide for their families. That's what I feel bad for. I'm not worried about who you voted for. I don't care. The election is over. Right now, we're in the thick of it. This recession we're going through, these hard times we're going through, these trials and tribulations we're going through, they don't care nothing about whether you're a Democrat or Republican, black, white, green, Chinese, yellow, whatever. It's hard for all of us. I feel bad for the good people who are having to struggle anyway. I feel bad for the people who did everything they're supposed to do, who doing the right thing and still can't get ahead. I feel bad for the people who are working their fingers to the bone, 2, 3, 4 jobs, and still got holes in their shoes. That's what I feel bad for, Dr. Jamal Bryant. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a hopeless world. You must be careful out here. As the saying goes, there's a sucker born every day and somebody to take advantage of him. Don't be nobody's sucker. Understand the times we're living in. Understand that you don't have much room for error right now. You don't have much room. No time to be playing and BSing right now. Let me put my microphone down. Now, if you want to donate to the Cash App, it's $ Big Ward 251. And no, for you haters, I ain't begging, but if I'm gonna play the part of a pastor, I might as well get paid. You feel me? And again, to the people of God, to the people who love God, to the believers, to the people who are dependent on God just like me. God, I'm dependent on you. I mean no disrespect to you. This is no disrespect to God. God knows that that man ain't of him. I listen to him. You listen to him. I ain't heard nothing come out of his mouth that make me want to find God. And that's what a pastor's supposed to be for. That's what a man of God's supposed to be for. He's supposed to lead you to the master. He's supposed to lead you to salvation. He's supposed to help save your soul for when you die. Calling me and people like me, black people, who happen to vote for the other guy in this election, calling us sellouts and Uncle Toms, I don't see how they're going to get anybody saved. I don't see how they're going to help anybody find God that was looking for God, coming in your church, listening at you tell them who to vote for. Huh? How is, or how will somebody like me, that's why I don't go to church anymore. I've been there, done that, been going through these churches for years, all my life, looking for God. And all I found was some BS. And then somebody will come tell me, that's just at that church. Come to my church. I go to their church. Some more BS. So you, Pastor Dr. Jamal Bryant, tell me how telling a white woman that DEI was for her, how is that saving my soul? Which is what you're supposed to be searching for. If you are a man of God, God didn't send you here to tell me who to vote for. God sent you here to teach me about God and what I need to do and how I need to live. Voting ain't got nothing to do with that. So what if I vote Democrat and I go cheat on my wife? So what if I vote Republican and I go cheat on my husband? Well, I don't have a husband, but well, if I, whatever. God said he would turn us over to a reprobate mind. And as I look around at this world we're living in, I see a lot of reprobate minds. Look up what that means. I got to go. Get it, got it good. Huh?